Yeah. So what was Philly like growing up?
That's a good first question because for me it was rough. You know, I'm from Southwest Philly. Um, my pop went to jail real early, so like the time that we had money, I was like really too young to really understand. I look back now and I see the pictures and stuff, and I understand it, but I was too young to know, and all I remember is hardship. You know, and why I say it's a good first question is because you know, I do a lot of interviews, but it's like a question that was never asked to me. That, and it's like, what decision did you make early in your life that you felt like changed your life, changed the course of your life? And when I was really young, um, with kind of, I always did art, always was doing that, but I won't say anybody's names, but like we grew up, my friends I grew up with, and an older brother who one of my best friends sold drugs for, he wanted his brother killed. His his brother, mom, same dad, lived in the same house. He wanted him killed because he just got out of jail and he was wilding and he was trying to rob him and all this crazy stuff. So they was getting my best friend to do it. He was 14 years old. He was gonna get him to do it, but he was gonna be on the roof, and me and my other best friend were the ones that had to tell him when we saw him coming. And it was all set up. And then like when it came time, I was just like that man life is more in our hands than even the trigger man, you know? Because if he don't know, he can't shoot him. You know what I mean? So like I felt like that was too big of a burden. You know what I mean? It was like too much for me to. I just didn't want to be responsible for that in the circumstances, and and then we didn't tell him. And me and my friend was going back and forth about it. I was like, "Well, you can tell him. I'm not telling him." And we saw him coming, but he was on the roof, so he wouldn't know. We had to give him like safe scream, and he was gonna pop out on him. And he never killed them after that. You understand what I'm saying? So it made me think. Like I'm like, you thought you wanted your brother dead so bad, and like if he would have died in that moment, like look at him now, like it never happened, and y'all wound up being cool again. So it's like, you know what I mean? So that one decision, um, growing up, it really molded me a lot because I just was like, wow, like circumstances, situations, decision making is very key to your success in life. So it just kind of altered my thinking, my path, right in that one moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I didn't expect. I didn't know where you were gonna start, but I didn't think it was that.
No, but it's like one of them stories that like I know how important it is to my being. And it's a true, it's very true. You know what I mean? Like it's very true. And it's just like people decisions, you know?
Did you get involved with the street because your dad was involved?
I got involved with the streets because my surroundings. My dad was gone. He was in jail, you know? So like
What age did he go away?
I was 4. Yeah. And by the time he got out, I was a man. You know what I mean? Like I was like not I wasn't a grown man, but I was like I was molded already. You know, we just spoke about that recently, me and my dad. I was already molded. So for me it was just more like I was, you know, you product of your environment, the people you run around, you know what I mean, and all that kind of stuff.
So all right, so by the time I seen an interview you said that your dad used to draw.
Well, I figured it out in jail
Mm.
because he would send me letters and it had all his art on it. And I was just like, I was asking my mom, like, who did that? Like, and she was like, he did it. And I was like, damn, like, really? You know what I mean? Like, and it blew my mind. And it kind of like just made me start doing it.
So it wasn't like what I thought happened. I thought that you would hang out with him and see him draw and he would teach you. So
Nah, it was, I never told my daughter. And she's nice with it, you know? I never sat down with her and told her. She just saw I do it. It's kind of the same exact thing, you know? Like, he never set me down ever, not once. Yeah.
All right, so you're involved. You're getting involved in the streets when you're young. It's serious. It's not like
oh no, it's murder. It's everything.
There's things going on
Yeah.
in your neighborhood, and at some point you start rapping.
not just in my neighborhood, like right there, like, yeah, well, everybody died except me and my best friend who I wound up being in a rap group with. We were the only two that didn't get killed. Like out of our best friends, out of our crew that we hung with every day, went to school with every day, like they all died. You know what I mean? Like, and so for me, I was really like, I probably ain't gonna be 18. You know what I mean? Like that was really my mindset at one point. Like I really thought that. I was like, I ain't gonna, like 18. If I make it to 18, like I lived a lifetime. That's how I felt. Because all my homies 15, 16, done, dead. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't really see nothing else, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? Like I ain't see, that's all I saw. That's all we knew. You know? I wasn't per se like, I wasn't killing nobody, doing nothing like that. You know, of course we sold drugs and little shit like that, but like beat people up and shit like that. But I wasn't out there shooting, killing people, you know, but all my friends were, for sure, for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what they did. That's what they was into. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're a teenager, and at this point you're already rapping. You're doing this stuff.
8 years old.
So 8 years old you start rapping.
Yeah. Yeah. I did art my whole life.
Yeah.
Started rapping at 8 though. Yeah.
Okay, so when you start rapping, did you look at it like I could be a rapper, or was it just like a hobby?
My 8th birthday, my mom, back in the day, like you hit record and play on the tape cassette, and if you stuff like paper in the cassette tape, you could dub over a tape. So like it was a Big Daddy Kane tape. And like my birthday, we dubbed over it. It was like you could still hear the beat and him rapping, but like we like rapping over top of that. And freestyle, I just was coming off the top. I was cussing like a motherfucker, just saying anything. I didn't even know how to write the shit or spell the shit I was saying. I was just going. Went downstairs, played it for my mom and everybody, and they was all like, I was like, it's my birthday. Sorry, mom, I'm cussing. I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, but like just listen, you know? And she was like, it's really good. And from that point, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm a rapper. Took it very serious. Like it wasn't no hobby or nothing. It was like, okay, I'm gonna be Big Daddy Kane. Like that was my mindset.